Lover and a fighter. Which
Lover and
do
a
you
fighter.
prefer, though?
Honestly, if I had to, giving my love to my kids is probably the more important. It's more important to me in my heart. The fighter thing is the fun. Like, that's my selfish thing that I get to do. You know what I mean? So going out there and fighting is like, like I said, it's my selfishness. Like, I fucking love this game. I love to fight. And it takes time away from my family and stuff like that. And that's the lover side of me, right? So, yeah, I'm a little bit of both.
Obviously, you're on a nice little run. I mean,
Yeah.
throw out that Page fight, and it's been a great few years for you.
Right.
Are there things that are clicking right now that maybe weren't clicking 5 years ago? You're still young in this sport, man.
Yeah, I'm still young. You know, I feel like a lot of mine has been like figuring it out mentally that I am a fucking top dog. You know, you get stuck in this. When I went to the Page fight, you know, I was nervous. Like, I'm fighting Michael Venom Page. But here's the thing. I'm like, I'm fucking Dave Rickels. Like, you know, I have way more fights than him, all this shit. So, like, still kind of finding my, like, prowess, you know what I mean? Like, I am a bad motherfucker. So, I'm starting to figure that out. Having a lot more fun in the cage, so that sort of thing. I've always had fun with my walkouts, but it's about that cage fight, you know what I mean?
Did things happen because of that loss that helped you turn Page?
Humbled me because I was doing this thing internally where I was a little bit, you know, I think which was smart, like a little bit nervous about the fight. I'm fighting a very talented fighter, you know, one of the top tier. And then outwardly, I'm trying to project all this, like, macho confidenceism, you know what I mean? And like, really just being honest with myself, man, and like going in there like, shit, I'm a little bit scared, but fuck, so is this motherfucker too. You know what I mean? It could be his day. It could be his day to get knocked out or beat up. So I don't know. I guess it's just mainly getting comfortable with any possible scenario.
So how does that kind of, I guess, manifest itself when you go into a week like this where you've got another guy who's maybe doesn't have the name recognition that MVP has, but
Right.
It's another guy who's undefeated and he's a prospect and he's hyped and all that kind of stuff.
Something I really like, you know, I've beat some of the prospects as well, you know, Piccolotti and Guilherme Bamba, Davi Ramos, when he tried to come and pick me off. Man, you know, the thing for me is just being in my element, staying confident, and having fun. Like, at the end of the day, remembering, like, this shit is fun.
Yeah. When you kind of took a look at him when they gave you that name on the other end of the deal, what did you look at? What did you figure out?
Well,
about
that was actually kind of the funny thing. I had already seen him fight. And like, so I was actually live at the Yaroslav versus Gerald Harris fight. And I didn't really know who he was at that time. I think his two marquee fights are Gerald Harris and Eric Silva. So I was there for the Gerald Harris fight, watched him. I'm like, damn, this kid's pretty good. He's well-rounded. You know, I saw my holes, right? But then they announced him as undefeated, welterweight. And I'm like, oh, shit, I might fight this guy one day. So I kind of was already wrapping my head around it at that point.
you've got so much experience at this level of the game, and he's got only 30 minutes of experience. Do you feel like that plays a factor on Saturday night when he gets in there with somebody like you?
Yeah, possibly. I think, you know, him being undefeated, he's going to go in with his mentality that he's going to be unbeatable, right? My job is going to be very quickly to show him that you are beatable tonight. So that's the game plan, right? Let him know that he can be dethroned, go after him, and show him why I'm a veteran of Bellator, why I've been able to stay around and stick in this sport.
You take out a guy like him who's undefeated, who people are talking about being, at that prospect, maybe next type of contender level.
Yeah.
Where does that put you? I mean, give you a chance to ask for a bigger name guy? And
Yeah, absolutely,
make that case
man.
for a title contention?
It absolutely does. It just puts my name back towards the top tier, the cream of the crop. And truthfully, that's where I fucking belong, you know? So I've been staying in the game. You know, my only losses are to the top 10 fighters in the world. So, you know, I want to put myself back up there in that brew of names.
How do you feel like you're going to get it done then on Saturday night?
I do, man. Just everything. I feel really good. I love this fight. Like, when they called me, I was very happy to accept. You know, I feel like he matches up. Like, his strengths are going to be kind of grappling and kind of slowing the fight down, and where I'm going to be better speeding it up and outstriking him.